Good morning. Bye. Hey, it's Tuesday. Just heading to work right now. I feel really good. I actually don't feel, because it was leg day yesterday, but I don't feel like last Tuesday where my ass and my legs were just in awful pain every time I sat down. So that's pretty grateful. So it's a good start to the day. I had coffee, so that's always good, right? So we're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna see. We're just gonna have a good day. Just a second day, and just make sure that I'm productive again today, and keep going from there. Hope you guys are having a good day too, because I know it's been gloomy in LA, and it feels like it's winter or some weird shit. It's just weird weather in LA. I don't know what's going on. So I think this week's going to be really dedicated to just trying to figure out how I can produce more content. And for that matter, just really figure out a way to make sure that I'm a day ahead. And maybe even not. Just making sure I'm producing more content. Just finding the time slots. Because while I'm driving, I'm trying to figure out a way to be creative in that way. Because all I'm doing is thinking like, what can I do? How can I say this? What can I post? Just to make sure that I'm pretty much documenting a lot more than just videoing and stuff. So I guess that's where my head's at right now. How can I make sure that I'm utilizing my time more, documenting more? How I can make sure that where I post, it's being creative to that platform. And that's where I'm really just at. $2 lunch at 99 cents. See how that goes. I'm really gonna have to start finding out more about, I guess, sugars and what sodium and all that stuff, and how much I should be consuming in a day. Because I bought these, but I don't know how much of a better choice this was than actually getting like an oatmeal from McDonald's. I don't know. Anyways, $2. I got like maybe 2 pounds of bananas, a pound maybe, and this. And then some water. So sometimes you just gotta make it work. I have to eat something in between before I get home and stuff. So it's good. Ever I don't know, you just start thinking to yourself and like, hey, what the fuck am I gonna do with my life? Like right now I'm like, so what do I like? I don't know what the fuck I like. I don't know what interests me. I've been like so not present for the past maybe 2 years. And then this whole social media thing now, trying to be on social media and kind of learning how to be on social media again, and understanding how to get a following and stuff like that. So I'm like, I don't know what I like. I'm very simple. I'm kind of boring, and that's what's like. I just like to work. I like to be with my family, and I like to watch like Casey Neistat videos. Like that's fucking someone I really like. Like that's like really like who the fuck's gonna relate to that? I don't know. Yeah. So do you guys ever think about that? Do you guys ever think about like what's your end goal? What the fuck are you gonna do by 5 years, 10 years? I guess this is like a internal monologue I always have of myself. Well, hello. The food's ready. It looks delicious. The wife, the baby's eating. 8 out of 10. Workout done. Now a quick shower, and we're gonna go back into the crazy Tuesday afternoon traffic. Milkshake for the week. Out. Got my coffee, showered, and now going in back in. Oh my god. It's Tuesday, guys. It's Tuesday. It's like a funnel, right? A little funnel. It's big in the top, and it gets smaller in the as you go further down, right? And I'm gonna get real wide and on the surface, and then get real narrow real quick. So just follow along, and I hope you guys can understand this. So earlier I talked about how two things, right? I talked about how I can connect more with you guys, and how much of that I can be more productive and just put more content. And then the other thing would be how and why I would be interesting for you guys, or interesting for that matter to anyone. Okay, so now follow me here. So we are always asking how something affects us and what we get out of return of that, right? And then there's always a lot of things that we don't see that. So for me to have this vision, it's like a long distance from now to ever see anything from that. And I'm fine with that. I'm not trying to say that, you know, I don't want to come off as that, right? So bear with me. Like when there's a big change in your life, and there's like life-changing stuff, or a career change in your life, it's a big deal, and it's a commitment that you almost have to do, and you're kind of even scared, like, you know, what's gonna happen. So that's where that plays in, right? How does this affect me, and like stuff like big stuff like that, life-changing, how is that gonna affect me? And if I go a little bit even more depressing, it's like, if someone dies, how does that affect me? What is that gonna bring to me, right? And so that's where that ties in. Like when you have a vision like that, you don't really know how that's gonna affect. You can't quantify that. You can't physically see that, and it's gonna be for a very long time. And for me as a 23-year-old, I have to physically put that in my head and understand that. And that's been the hardest part of this whole thing. And that's why it's been like, okay, so how am I interesting, and how does that fit into me trying to be more creative and have more stuff and content? And that's what I'm trying to figure out, right? And then that leads me into that, like building that it's not clear, it's not something I can grab, it's not something that I can really explain. It's all I know. It's building something, and the closest thing I can really say to that is a community. And the community takes time. It takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of creative stuff. So I know there's a lot of things that were just thrown out, and like I said, it went big, it was real wide and then real narrow, and then it kind of just went everywhere, right? So I guess to sum things up, it's more of this. Like I said, I want to build it. I want to build something. I want to build the community. I want to build some sort of, I guess, microphone for myself to share my experiences, to share my knowledge, to share, I don't want to say wisdom, because then I'm going to be that 23-year-old kid who wants to aspire to be a guru. But I just want to be able to share my stuff, share my life, share my growth in a way where I guess I see my growth, you see my growth, and share that with you. Maybe someone, I don't know, whoever is watching might you know, get something out of it, right?